everybody. My name is Jonel. Welcome back to This Square Room. Hugh-Gene, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm fantastic.
Okay. I mean, it just kept getting better, so I guess that's a good thing. So if you guys tuned into last week's episode, we teased a little something.
Tease.
Yeah. What did we say? We said that we had... I think we just said there was like an announcement. There was something.
We're adding another black.
There was a change. No.
Did I say that?
You did, but I cut that part out.
Oh.
Well, because it gave it away.
Oh.
And I mean, I guess you already gave it away. Oh. But yeah, so we have a new addition to This Square Room, a new team member. Some of you may be familiar, but I would like to introduce Des Wayne.
The crowd goes wild. Hello, everybody.
You know what that reminded me of? Have you ever seen the video of the guy that like growls, but it sounds like a real cat?
That New York guy?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
He's like, if a man ever comes up to me and goes, wow, but like it sounds.
That was very sad.
Okay, I can't do it though.
That guy was going to be very
But the tone of your voice sounded like you could have like done that quite easily.
I used to do it in volleyball, actually.
You did do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I can't. It's weird. You're putting me on the spot now.
Yeah, come on.
Volleyball was a team mascot.
You just growl at people.
At
Mikey's growl
at one school it was Jaguars, and then the other one was Cougars.
We're the Cougars for Charlottetown, my grade school. There's a lot of Cougar teams.
I was the Cougars when I was at
No, our mascot was a Cougar. What were the Wildcats, I think.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my high school team was a pirate. My
I can't
mascot.
remember what my high school one was.
I know, it was weird. Okay, I want to hear it.
What?
I want to hear the growl.
I can't do it. I'm on the spot.
I
I can't do stuff on the spot.
Pressure.
It's like when the teacher tells you to present, but you're the class clown and you chat too much, but you can't present in
wow.
front of the class.
Okay, so we're 2 minutes in and you're already letting us down. All right. Well.
Wow.
Yep.
No,
There's no us.
Us as in
I'm not let
the
down.
listeners. Nobody cares about you.
Oh.
Anyways. No, but yeah, so Hugh-Gene and I made the decision to add.
Got a ripper down there, bud.
Yeah, literally. We made the decision to add our friend and repeat guest Des to the show. I think, what did we say your official title is? Showrunner?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to be the showrunner, but he's also going to be, co-hosting and contributing to the conversation. So you can look forward to that. So everyone, welcome Des virtually, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, I guess.
That's my guy.
Okay. Well, so there's something that I want to share with you two. But like no judgment because it's going to sound weird. Okay. Well,
Yeah, definitely too late.
Okay, so yesterday I was watching a YouTube video and it was by a creator and she was collaborating with two other creators and they all have OnlyFans accounts. Oh. So they were like showing the like behind the scenes. Why did you do that? They were showing the behind the scenes of a photo shoot or like a video shoot that they were doing. And it was Powerpuff Girls themed. Like they did like cosplay as Powerpuff Girls, but like adult and sexy, and they were riding a fuck machine and stuff like that.
Like the Syrian thing, whatever.
What?
It's like this black box.
Yeah.
No, it's like the thing. It looks like a saddle, and it has.
That's
is
what he's talking about.
Okay, I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know, but yeah. So it was all behind the scenes of that and whatever, and then one of them. I mean, I guess should I say who it is? Doesn't matter.
Who cares? They have OnlyFans. They don't care about their reputation.
No. I don't mean that. Like, okay, so it was Riley Reid, Lena the Plug, and Trisha Paytas.
Riley.
Right. So Riley Reid was just like, oh, okay, like maybe we could do like a JOI, blah blah blah. And I was like,
what's a JOI? Right.
That's what I said. Okay, so now you see where this story's going. So I'm like, what's a JOI? So I Googled it, and the definition is jerk off instructions. It says it's a millennia phenomenon wherein a selfish generation managed to become even shittier at sex by demanding female partners instruct them on how to handle their own anatomy.
Huh? So why would she have a jerk off? So she's jerking herself off, or
no? So what it is? So okay. So from that definition, I'm like, I kind of get it. It just sounds like a woman telling a man what to do, but I'm like, I gotta
touch your pee-pee.
I went to XNXX and
slower, faster.
I
rub the tip.
Like, yeah, I typed it in and the first video that I saw was, I wrote it down because I was like, okay, right. It was a woman. She had very straight teeth, but no upper lip. That's the first thing I saw, but
That's the most important thing in the video.
That's the first thing I saw.
The lady looked like a fucking horse.
I didn't say she had big teeth. They're just straight. They were.
If she got big teeth and no lips, she's a horse.
I didn't say big. I said straight.
Straight, big.
Okay, she had nice teeth, but no upper lip.
Right.
No, she white.
So she was just like, take out your dick, stroke it for me. Like, it was like literally just her talking into the camera. She was like, furiously, harder, faster. And then she's like, are you ready to see my ass? And then she stopped. She's like, I didn't hear your answer. I said, are you ready to see my fucking ass? Yeah. Right. And then she's like, you want to see this big old jiggly vessel? I was like,
what is that? A vagina?
No, she's talking about her ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I watched the second one.
The vessel's like a train.
That's what she said. And she said, there was another one with a woman. She literally just sat there posing, and like licking her lips. And occasionally she would like turn around and show her ass, but she was fully clothed and she didn't say anything. And I'm like, this is what, like, I feel like if Riley Reid is doing this on her OnlyFans, then like it's something that's in high demand.
I feel like that's some like, I feel like that's too softcore for nowadays. I feel like that'd be good like in the 60s or something.
I'm assuming that men like it because like she's kind of talking directly to you.
You're using your imagination and she's just sitting there saying it. Yeah,
no, not your, no. You're supposed to be.
No. I know, but she's not really doing anything to herself. You're hearing what she's saying.
No, she wasn't doing anything to herself. Yeah. No.
Because there's
it's jerk off instructions.
Yeah,
literally
I've watched a couple of those. And, like, it gets your imagination going. Because they're just sitting there and they're just like, oh, yeah. Oh,
like he was dying.
And, like, she's making the noise. Yeah. After, like, 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, that's enough. And then I seen it again and I'm like, let's give this another shot.
You're like, next video.
Yeah. Let's see what else you have to offer me.
So I guess like the question I was gonna ask is
like,
not for me. Does that sound like it'd be appealing to you?
No. For me, remember, the less production, the better for me. That's too much production.
It's not production. It's just a woman talking to a camera.
I don't like the fake porn star. Like, oh yeah, you want that? Yeah. Like I don't like that porn star voice. I hate it. Like that 60s. Like you want this pussy. Take it.
I mean, I don't have a
take it with all your power.
But I was turned off when she said to stroke the penis furiously.
Furious!
To me, that just sounds like rug burn.
Take out your stress on your cock.
And then she was like, oh, you can use a lube if you want. I don't care.
Go dry.
Blah, blah, blah.
You're angry.
And then at one point, she told him to stop and then to like squeeze the tip and just rub the tip. Like, I guess that was the most specific it got.
But remember, there are guys who like being dominated and they like things like that. They want to be told what to do. So to a lot of people are into some weird stuff.
Okay, so but you watched it, so
yeah, I did watch it because
you watched a few of them.
Yeah, I like to just scroll through different things because I have like a specific order that I go through. So when I go through that order and I've already seen everything, I'm like, all right, let's try a different category.
Okay, so is it appeal? Like, is that something that
I would go to? No, but I can understand why people would.
Okay, so when did you enjoy it? When you experienced it?
The girl was so sexy to me. She was so sexy. It was this.
So that was enough for you.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean,
I'm good. I don't like the whole like, yeah, jerk it.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Rub your balls.
Okay, but
rub them.
You kind of like open the door to it, so I have to ask, what's your normal routine?
I go to one website, and then I go.
What's the website? We want details.
No, I can't tell everybody the website because then if the website goes down, I'm gonna be upset.
So it's not like a popular website. It's not like
I've
a
never
mainstream.
Heard. One person at work told me about this website, and he was a grown man, and I didn't believe him at first, but when I went to it, I was like, wow, it's one of those websites that lead to hundreds of websites. And normally I wouldn't trust those because I felt like those are virus filled. But this one seemed legit and I've been using
Elephant
it for a while.
Tube?
No, it's not that. No.
Okay.
And
Hugh-Gene's like, I'm gonna need you to give me that
website later. No, the sites that are like that tend to all be the same.
Yeah.
They all tend to be fairly similar.
Yeah.
How they just lead. They'll have like a massive amount of categories.
Exactly.
Like very
I'm not
detailed.
familiar.
I know you're not.
There's
like
literally 2 porn sites that I know of. It's just XNXX and Pornhub, and I think there's like RedTube or something.
Yeah,
that's
RedTube. That's like some
child's play.
I don't think I've ever been on that website.
RedTube and YouPorn. That's like some.
Oh, I've heard of YouPorn as well.
That was my first.
I know a little something.
That's like that old school. Like I'm in grade 7. I just started jerking.
Yeah, I just started. I'm fresh off the boat. Yeah.
Okay.
The porn there sucks. Or we're trying to say
at RedTube.
Yeah, RedTube and YouPorn
actually suck. Like
it's really bad. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What's going on?
Okay,
and like one thing I don't like about Pornhub actually is that since they started to pay people to upload videos, there's a lot of homemade stuff, and I'm not into the homemade stuff.
You guys are literally complete opposites because we've had so many conversations here where you talk about the fact that you like amateur porn. Okay, so everyone's just gonna cut me off. That's cool. All right, both y'all just go jump in over me. All right, is this what it's gonna be now? Because there's just so much testosterone that I'm just gonna be faded to the background. What's that face? What is that face, Hugh-Gene? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I completely forgot what I was going to say because you guys both cut me off, but it's fine. No,
Pornhub is just not...
Pornhub's overrated.
Yeah.
I think Pornhub's overrated.
Like, I like story. Like, I like the build-up. I like everything. I don't just want to see you start just hammering.
I agree with that. I like a nice story. I want to hear
the doorbell ring. I want the pizza guy to come.
Right? I want her to invite him in and have her rope slip.
Tell her that, I got to go get the money. You know, you go get the money.
Right,
just
come
put
in,
it on the
sit
counter.
on the couch. Yeah, make yourself comfortable. Do you want a slice?
Nah, man, get to the point. That's the one. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about your backstory. I don't care who you are.
You're like,
I know your father hurt you. That's why you're here. I don't care. Take the penis. Let's go.
Take the penis?
Yes.
So,
no, I like the foreplay. The foreplay is good.
I like that. Do you want this penis?
Do you mind if I take that off? Oh no, I spilled water all over you. You're all wet.
Consent is sexy, y'all. No. We're not laughing at that.
I don't know. That's so funny. Ooh, that's gonna cut one day. It's gonna be used against me.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, consent.
Yeah, someone. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not trying to incriminate you.
Consent is good, but I mean not
I
like
didn't say it's good. I said it's sexy.
Can I take off your bra, please?
Listen,
can I take off your leotard?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Your leotard,
please. Please, may I kiss your lips?
No, well, I've hung out with females where we establish what's gonna happen when you get there. However, for me, I can't just jump on you right away because I understand. Like maybe on your way here, you're like, I'm not feeling this anymore, and I'm not.
Your mind could. We could talk about it 2 minutes ago, and then now I could be like,
exactly, yeah. So
for
me, I like to just ease into things and maybe even her make the first move to let me know like, okay, she's serious, then we can go from there. But I can't be like, open the door, come here, unless it's that type of relationship we have.
Right, but in that case, consent was agreed upon previously, and then like if there is no consent, she would let you know. Like that's the thing, what the relationship is.
Consent's great.
really.
Consent's good. Consent's great until you get into a relationship. Then that's when like consent kind of gets more blurred. Stop, get your mind out of the rape gutter, okay? You know what I mean. Jesus Christ.
You literally said consent is good until you get into a relationship, so that implies that you can just take it anytime you want.
It's not
I get it. I get what I'm trying
to say. Stop.
You're trying to say. You're painting your... I don't need to paint you to be the bad guy. You're doing a great job. Picasso over there. No, I get what you mean. It's like... when you're in a relationship, there's a certain level of consent already there.
You know the tells.
But you still don't know if the person's in the mood and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I get where you're going with that.
Late. That was a topic a couple of years ago all over the internet. If you're in a relationship,
I remember.
Is like, if you just have sex with a person, is that considered rape?
Just fucking get a fucking law paper, like a paper written by a lawyer, and just a consent paper, and have all the things that you plan on doing in this.
Well, some people who have like one night stands, or like I find a lot of really wealthy men who tend to
sign this waiver.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Like, not only is it an NDA, it's like a, just so you know, I'm gonna, a lot of, like, rappers, basketball players.
We're gonna doggy, missionary, deep throat, this,
I don't think they, like, get into the specific sexual positions, but they're just like, this is what's expected. If it is something that's really out there, then they will put it, like, in writing, and the person has to sign, and they have to sign that they're not gonna
wasn't that, like,
talk about it.
On the news, I don't know anybody's name. The guy with all these girls that said that he raped them and he choked them and this and that, but that's the sex he's into.
Was it the Q radio guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the sex he's into. He's into the choking, but they weren't. But that wasn't established. So now they're looking at it like, because
you can't do that.
That was too far.
Even people who are into a light hand on the thing, if you do it to the wrong person, they're like, like, you can't. This happened to me before. Yeah, no, literally, you can't just do that to anyone.
Yeah,
imagine you're having sex with a girl for the first time and she gives you a huge box across the face.
Done did. I'm like, whoa. I had to keep going, and after that,
but you know in your head you're like, what?
Start crying. You're like,
honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. It hurt. It wasn't like a sexy box. It wasn't like a pew. It was like a boom, and I was like, okay. And then after, I'm looking at her, and she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hit you that hard. And I was like, nah, it's all good. It hurt. It hurt. You okay
men can be victims too.
You see what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I just said. Look about men can be victims too. You're just trying to make up for everything you said earlier.
And you know what? The fact that we're on this topic, I don't like the fact that certain females,
women, I don't like that.
Sorry, certain women.
Thank you.
What's the difference?
I only said females because some of them are like, no,
how?
It's meant to be.
I know. Okay, thank you.
No, see? This is meant to be because
I did not know.
A lot of men use that as a way to be degrading, like kind of like basic, like
girls, like you're a little girl.
But
I take it as like male and female. That's just like basic anatomy. So you're really like taking away everything that makes that person the person, and you're just females.
But what is woman? What's the difference? Isn't woman just a basic thing too?
No, because you have to identify as a woman to actually be a woman.
Okay.
Don't shoot yourself in the foot now. Right. Don't do it. Okay, go ahead, Des.
Des was like, this is too much for me. I didn't sign up for that part.
I'm just gonna be silent.
So okay.
Yeah. So if you are speaking to a man, see what I did there? If you're speaking to a man and you know the type of person he is and what he's looking for, even if you're not looking for it, why would you put yourself in a position to hang out with that person one-on-one, and when he makes that move that you knew he was going to make, you play victim? You put yourself in a position, oh well, I didn't go there for that. Yeah, but did he know that? No. Why? Because that's how you guys have been talking.
It's not fair to assume though, and I also think that if you are flirting with someone, that doesn't mean that you're ready to take that next step. 100%.
If we're chilling one-on-one and we're flirting through text on the phone and you're like, yeah, I want to come over and hang out. If we've been flirting, to me, hang out is not hang out if you want to come over and hang out. You want to come over and...
No, I get it, because it insinuates that like you want something more.
Exactly.
But maybe you just want to step the flirting up to in person and then work your way up. I'm not saying that like the person doesn't have that in their mind to get there, but maybe they're not there yet. You can't assume that the first time a woman comes over just because y'all been flirting that she wants... Yes. What? Go ahead, Hugh-Gene. You look like you're bursting at the seams.
Lame! Period.
You may feel like it's lame, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but then...
But I feel like girls would feel the same way if guys did that too.
No, 100%, because I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah, I feel like both sides.
Yeah, I was going to say, guys do that.
Girls have been like, oh, like, I thought you were coming over because of blah, 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 but you didn't even do anything. And I'm like,
you didn't even
I didn't
sniff my vagina. What the hell, bro?
You know, you didn't even give me a good hug. Yeah, of course.
Whip it.
And you know, like when a girl like puts on like that outfit where it's like, oh, I'm not trying, but
like, I'm trying at the same time.
Right.
I'm not trying, but I want attention.
Oh, this is my house clothes. Shut up.
Where the shorts are like
fucking cheeks are
like, what did you expect?
Yeah, it's like,
is this what I wear to bed?
No, but
I'm
like
comfortable in this.
This sundress is what I wear when I sleep.
The guy literally is like sitting on the opposite side of the couch, and she's like, "Oh, like, why don't you come
so
sit
far?
Over here?"
Yeah,
right.
Or she'll get up, go get some water.
Why are you so far away?
Okay, she's not gonna make
spills water on herself.
Right, you guys are reenacting. You guys are literally reenacting porn right now. Ew. No, but like women do that, and then the guy, you know, if he's not feeling it, he's not feeling it. Yeah, turn it off.
Maybe the guy just feels like, hey, why are you trying so hard?
I just prefer to be straightforward with everybody. Like, listen, why are you coming over my house? Like a girl asked me, hey, can you see me after work? For what? Oh, I just want to talk. You want to just talk?
Call
me. Okay, fine. We can just talk.
You say if you want to talk,
call me then.
Come outside, because I'm not going inside.
I don't trust you.
Period.
I don't trust you, damn women.
Because then if they expect you to do something and you don't do it, now they feel like there's something wrong with them, and it's a self-esteem issue when I just don't care to do whatever you want me to do.
Why won't you lick me?
Okay. All right. Well, hold on. It's funny that you say that because this damn cord. I swear to God. Okay. So, so the actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Is it Cuba or Cuba?
Who?
It's
Cuba.
Cuba.
Who is
Cuba
this?
Gooding Jr.
Cuban.
Is this a male?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuban Gooding Jr.
This is a male or female?
It's
if you see his face, you'll
Snow
know.
Dogs, no?
I think so. Yeah.
The light skinned guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played like a herp derp before.
I don't know.
Look. I opened my internet.
Oh my gosh! Show Hugh.
What?
He opens his internet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just saw a DP right there, bud.
I just saw vagina.
I didn't see a word. Did you see a vagina? I saw an open gaping mouth. And
that's true. I saw a gaping hole. I assumed it was a vagina.
That was a mouth.
It may not have been.
It's Cuba.
It's her name. His name's Cuba?
Well, I don't know if it's pronounced Cuba or Cuba, but either way. So he has a lot of sexual assault allegation cases going on right now. It was in the news a lot last year.
Yeah.
But his attorney, Peter Tumbekis, went to court a couple weeks ago for a preliminary hearing, and he had a really interesting point that he was trying to make in his argument. And I would love to hear what you guys as men think. He said a woman's insecurity about having small breasts can directly impact how she views reality, especially in relation to sexual assault. So basically, he thinks that women with small breasts tend to be delusional, is a word that he used. He referenced one of the accuser's blog posts where she talks about women's self-esteem and body issues. So I guess that's where he got the theory from. But he was essentially saying that a woman may perceive something as sexual assault when it actually isn't, because she's insecure about the size of her boobs. And those insecurities can leak into other aspects of their lives and can affect how they view certain situations. So what I want to ask you guys, because it's fun, you brought up sexual assault. I want to know, I don't even want to ask you guys about the sexual assault side. I just want to know, have either of you guys found women with smaller breasts to be more or less insecure than women with bigger boobs? Why? I'm asking about your personal experiences. You're afraid to offend people?
I don't.
I don't know.
I've only been around medium-sized boobs, so I don't know. I haven't really dated anyone with little titties.
It's not about dating.
Or just been around.
Yeah, we're just talking about interactions that you've had with people. Have you found
girls with smaller boobs tend to be more insecure?
Because I'll say my opinion as a woman. I'll say it after you guys. I want to hear what you guys think.
Only based off of a couple people I know, I would say yes. But women in general, depending on what your body is like, tend to be more insecure.
Yeah. If you're skinny as fuck, skinny fat, or a BB dub, then you're more.
I had a conversation with this fairly attractive woman at work, and she was telling me she was walking down an alley, and she didn't see that there was construction guys working at the end of the alley. So by the time she got there, it was too late to turn around. She just put in her headphones and kept going. And they're obviously catcalling her, and one of them was like, hey, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And she was really upset. So I asked her, why are you upset? And she's like, I don't like that. How are strangers gonna know what you like and what you don't like? And obviously the catcalling I don't agree with. But if you're walking down the street and I'm like, oh my goodness, you look really good. Why does me telling you look good make you upset? Because I'm a stranger telling you look nice.
Yeah, I don't
get it. To me, that doesn't make sense. That's like seeing a handsome guy and you're like, oh,
look at that suit, bro.
You're really attractive. You look really nice today.
Wait, so I'm confused. So you think that she was insecure about that situation because she has small boobs?
No, because she is good. She gets compliments all the time because she's really attractive. So because she gets it all the time, she thinks it's disgusting. As opposed to maybe women who don't get it, they'll be like, oh, I don't believe him. It's like, as a guy, if you tell a girl she looks good, you're automatically trying to get in her pants. And to me, that's ridiculous. Why can't you have enough security to be like, yeah, I look nice?
Because they probably base that experience on past experience, so they don't judge people as individuals.
I feel like I used to think that, but as I get older, I don't think that anymore. I think that if a man like personally, like if someone compliments me, one compliment, thank you, that's so nice. Like we could be besties. But if it's consistent, then it's like okay. But like I think there's a certain level where you can compliment someone and not have them assume that.
But right. To females,
like I like your hair. Have you changed that? Or like no. No, but like you know what I mean.
Fucking like patriarchal, misogynic asshole. Leave my vagina alone.
That's about right. That's about right.
Stop rubbing your eye.
Sorry. That's about right. Yeah, I just...
You're like full on wheezing now.
I just feel like women just take everything as a man trying to
fuck them, but it's like you're not that cute.
Yeah, like it's not that serious. I'm just
no. I agree with that. I hate
smell you
when
from over here, lady. You're not that cute.
It's funny because I feel like all of my close friends agree with this because whenever we had conversations that like we never want to be the type of women to when you have someone compliment us to be like leave me alone or I have a boyfriend or like it's like when people compliment me I'm like oh thank you and I keep it moving.
Keep it going, yeah.
Keep it moving. Or like even if they stop me and they're like hi how are you? I've known people to like literally and like both of y'all know exactly who I'm talking about to like give a dirty look and turn away and it's like there's no need to be that rude to someone. They don't know what you like you said they don't know what you like or what you don't like. They don't know if you're in a relationship. They don't know, right?
Doesn't matter.
So it's like if someone approaches you, as long as they approach me with respect, I will always respond back. If I'm being catcalled like hey ma hey psst, psst, like that's different. Like I'm gonna just ignore it. But like no, but like if someone's like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, they're instantly want to get in my pants." I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not
leave my pussy alone."
No, like I don't know. That's just my instinct. And then like as the conversation goes on, you gauge like what they want. You don't know if they're asking you for directions. You don't know if they're asking for recommendations. No one's
asking you for directions.
I've literally had that before. Are you kidding me?
I'm like, take out your phone.
Yesterday, I had a man walk up to me and he was like,
"How old was he?"
30.
Nigga, take out your phone.
No. No. He was in my condo and he just walks up to me and he was like, oh, like I was trying to leave and he was coming in and he had a bike and he just needed directions. So I like half walked him and he was just like, oh, thank you. Like I'm lost. I don't know where the lockers are, blah, 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 blah. But it's like the way he walked up to me, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And if I had the mentality that a lot of other women have, I would have
ran away.
Not ran away. I would give him a dirty look. Yeah.
Talking about his mother and his father for no reason.
Exactly.
Your dad's shit. Your mom's a whore. Leave me alone. I just wanted the direction.
See, but personally, as a woman, I don't think that especially, I don't know. I just know like the reality of having boobs. And like I have friends who've had big boobs for a long time. And I know it's not all it's cracked up to be. I think
because everyone looks at your tits.
No, not just like back pain.
Oh yeah, back pain, sleeping, the tits
stretch
in your
marks,
face.
sagging. You can't
Certain
breathe
things
properly.
Don't wear properly.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. A lot of clothes is actually made for women with medium to small boobs, and it looks better on. So that's why a lot of women with big boobs look at small boobs and like, oh, you can wear that. I can't get away with that because it's like you can't go braless because they're gonna be down here if they're too heavy. Right.
You can have floppers.
Would you say flopping? But there's a certain level of sag that happens naturally.
Milk trippers. Hangers.
No, but it's just and like obviously with small boobs, you're like you look at that because when you have a bigger chest, it makes you look curvier. It automatically makes your waist look smaller. Yeah. So like big-breasted women tend to have that curve. So you look at that, you're like, oh, I wish I had that. It's always like the grass is always greener. But like my experience with women as a woman, I've never experienced women with smaller breasts to be more insecure. I actually find it to be the opposite from my personal knowledge. Like, I feel like the smaller breasted women are just a lot more confident and more free in like what they wear.
They seem like they are, but they're not.
Well, that's my experience.
I don't know.
Do you feel like women would be more honest with you as a man about insecurities or me as a woman?
With me, because I'm me. Come on. Not necessarily as a man, but because of my personality, I would say me.
I mean, you're right. Like, this is gonna come off like I'm complimenting you, but you do have a personality that is very easy to talk to. So I get that, but like, I feel like I'm not trying to expose you. Never mind. I was gonna say like I feel like a lot of the women that talk to you either have or do have feelings for you. So it's like you think that they're really gonna like still put their insecurities out there.
I'm not into breasts at all. Whether you have small, large, medium, I could care less. I'm that's not me. I want to see what's behind you. You got some junk in the trunk.
I want to go home.
Yeah, I want to leave. I want to leave too. I
feel uncomfortable.
Mom. Okay. I mean, and then what was your?
What do I think about? I don't know.
Your response. I can't remember what you said.
I don't. I just. I don't
get it out. You can do it.
I just find that like I don't know if you're super skinny or skinny fat or just like big old
skinny fat.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say slim thick?
No, slim thick's a thing. Skinny fat's just sad. Just when you're skinny but you're still fat. It's like you're skinny. You're like a twig but you have a belly.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I wouldn't call it skinny.
That's
fat.
what it is. You look skinny but you're at the same time kind of bad.
Yeah. It's like men with bare belly.
No. I see what you're saying. First of all, some men. I don't know. Like, have you ever seen like men and they're always dads, obviously, but like it's not just a beer belly. It's like hard.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's supposed to be bare belly. It's
hard.
hard.
It's like hard, perfect
and like,
circles.
And
like perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I live in
circles.
Oshawa. I see them all the time.
And it's like their bodies are like either like average or like you said on the slim side, all around, arms, fat. Legs, everything, and then it's just. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. No, that's that. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. That's skinny fat. Yeah. But yeah, I find that the girls are either like that. Like if they're buckets and they're noticeably unattractive and they, no one gives them attention, then yeah, they're more insecure. But I think it's from the lack of attention. But like,
right. I mean, there's lots of factors there's lots of things that factor into insecurity.
I think there's this like girls who feel like they don't fit the I guess you could say quote unquote societal stereotype for like body. If they don't fit that societal stereotype, then they're automatically just like, I'm ugly.
The standard of beauty that society has set for us.
I feel like it's more evolution, but
that is definitely unattainable for most people. I just want to
tell everybody that.
Of course, everybody's unattainable because it's not your body.
Yeah, you're beautiful in your own way. Just own your body and work with it, and that's that.
Wow, you're really trying to win over the listeners, eh?
I am pro whatever you look like. If you are a goth and you like wearing dark colors, go with it. Who cares what anybody has to say?
I'm gonna look at you weird, but
that's crazy because I think goths are sexy. I don't know why. I have a thing for goth and cross. I love it. I was going to work and I was driving and these two girls were wearing just jet black and I'm like, oh my god,
there's issues there.
Yeah.
You're
I
damaged.
will heal your issue.
You're a damaged girl. I'm gonna help you. Where's your
But no, whatever your body looks like, just own it. There's no need for all this surgery and all this. Because at the end of the day, if you look at it and you see certain people with children, and this might sound rude, but hey, I don't really care. But you're going to look at certain people like somebody, even with men, like somebody laid down with you and had a child with you.
I've
for
seen
real.
People like that. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Once again, I live in Durham. You see it all the time.
That's what I was going to say.
Stop coming for your people.
No, 100% in Durham. It's all over.
Bro.
All right, you're not in Durham anymore.
Bro, I've seen some like, ugh. I'm just like, how are you married?
Even with men, you're looking at them and you're like, yo, are you homeless? And they're like, no, like I'm going home right now. And you're like, yeah, I have 3 kids. And you're like, who in their women in their right mind?
It comes down to confidence.
Lay down.
You know what's so funny? I always find that like some of the ugliest guys have the most confidence. Because it's like, how do you get all these girls?
Because they have to.
Some of them look like praying mantises. Like, you know the type of guy I'm talking about. You guys can envision it.
Yeah.
Just like.
Because they know they have to be more confident. They know they lack stuff, so they have to be more confident.
Yeah.
But then they also go after girls who are not confident in themselves.
Yeah.
So now you go after a girl who is.
I have a friend that's like that.
Super insecure. She's going to be like, oh my God, a guy's talking to me? Great. Yeah, let's go.
No, I have one friend. He's like, I wouldn't say he's cute. I would say he's kind of a bucket. But like, yeah, he gets like bare chicks. Like everywhere.
I'm so curious.
Yeah. But he also just goes for damaged girls.
Exactly.
He goes for damaged girls.
Like, okay,
fucks with their head.
Side note. Did you guys see that Instagram video with the black lady talking about how she prostitutes her, I think 2-year-old, 3-year-old daughter, and it was all over the news.
I didn't see this, no.
So it was really bad. And like in one video, she's like, yeah, you can hear my daughter crying in the background. There's a guy in there right now, and blah blah blah. But long story, well, her daughter ended up dying, and people on the media found her, and they like women, and they beat the Jesus out of her. And like it was just this whole big thing over the past month, I guess you could say. And like even like that, you would look at her and be like, and this is what I said to somebody. I was like, who laid down with her, had a child with her, and thought it was okay to just be like, listen, oh, you had a baby? Okay,
well, the person probably didn't even know. They probably just left.
I think she had like 2 kids, and I'm like,
the person's dad probably left. Probably just like skeet and left.
But to me,
probably
that's
didn't even
crazy.
know he had a kid.
And this is what I tell pretty much every girl is like, I have not slept with somebody who I was not okay if they got pregnant. Because to me, that doesn't make sense. You're going to sleep with somebody, but if they get pregnant, oh, you're not thinking about that. Oh, okay.
I understand that like mindset. It's like you don't want kids at the time, but it's like you still have to think about the possibility and like, is this person
mentally stable,
decent enough? Yeah.
Are they decent enough for me to stay around and
is this person? I mean, mentally stable.
Where's their father?
Oh, God. All right. Well, before we continue, we're going to take a quick break because this Square Room is partnered with Smart Home yet again.
Oh, my God.
If you are looking to simplify your life, Smart Home can help you with that. They can help with everything from remembering when your appointments are to planning your week, and they provide everything from personal assistants like Alexa or Google Home to automated lighting systems and security cameras like Ring. Their products are affordable and easy to program, and their devices can communicate over your home's existing wiring and radio frequency signals, which means that there are no interruptions and your appointments are always remembered. If you are interested in getting a smart home device, Smart Home is a perfect place to start. And if you already own smart devices, Smart Home is a great way to expand. You can use the discount code ROOM10, that's ROOM10 at checkout for 10% off on their website, smarthome.com. You can follow them at Smart Home on Instagram and Smart Home Inc. on Twitter. Go ahead.
So skipping school, right? When was the first time you guys skipped school? What grade?
Skipping
grade 9 to have a threesome.
Grade 9.
I love how both of us were just like,
this is a Christian podcast.
He said when, not what were you doing.
Sorry.
That's how you know you're just nasty.
Sorry.
The first time, probably grade 9. I for sure didn't skip. Did I skip? I couldn't skip an element. First of all, my house was like literally the next street over from
mine was behind my school's in the backyard.
Yeah, I'd say high school probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me it was.
And I think I probably skipped a class before I skipped like a day. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You test the waters. And
I never
just,
skipped
like,
a day.
You stay like past lunch, like you stay for the next lunch or something like that, and then you.
No, I normally if I was skipping, I would skip like after lunch or whatnot. But I never skipped.
Yeah, like you skip the afternoon.
Yeah, or sometimes I did. I'd be like, "Hey, it's a PA day," and then be like, "Okay, I believe you." And it's like, no.
I skipped the whole day, but like my mom knew.
No, that's not good.
That's not skipping.
That's not skipping. That's just like.
My
skipping.
mom said it's okay for me not to go.
No, but I've also done the whole like mom doesn't know, like you go so like your attendance in the morning is there so that they don't call, and then like you go to your first couple classes and then like after lunch you just leave, or at lunch you just leave, and go to the mall or something with friends.
Mall.
I don't know.
SDC?
No.
For me it was grade. What was it? Because I think grade 8 or grade 7.
How?
First day.
Why?
Exactly. That's so like we'd have this thing where.
Don't think we're not gonna double back on that, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. You threesomes.
Grade 9 threesome.
14 years old. No, like we would have these things after school where we like walk around the school or run around the school. A lot of time just walking. So then me and my friend Cody and my friend Kaim, we pretty much we're like we're gonna leave. We're like, fuck this, we're just gonna leave because we wanted ice cream. Because the ice cream truck would always go down at the bottom of the street. Like you can go through this little pathway and then just down whatever, right? And this is how I feel like my burglary.
Is this Charlottetown?
No, this is Joseph Howe.
Okay.
So like, if you know Joseph Howe, there's like a little pathway to get to like Demet, whatever the fuck it's called now. No, I remember we would like try to figure out where the teachers would stand, and we would know once we get to the front of the school, we could just run. We would also do it by time too. We're like, okay, it's like 2:30. They're probably not going to notice us because we're not the popular kids. No, they never notice us. And we're just like, yo, fuck it. And then we went to the round of school and we just like fucking ran off. We're just like,
2:30?
Yeah.
What time did your school end?
I think like 3. Fucking rebellious, right?
30 minutes?
Yeah. You know how terrifying it was?
That sounds like an episode of Bob
Bro, it was
But I guess,
so good.
In grade like 7, 8, it's more risky than
grade 9.
Because
we know we'd be fucked if they called. We'd be like, fucking, we're just like, and then we just got fucking ice cream and that's it. We just skip school for some ice cream. And then fucking in high school, we used to do this thing called Bomb Squad. And literally what we would do is go to my friend Liam's bottom of his street, and we would just take a bunch of stuff that could blow up, like aerosol cans, tag, fucking matches, fireworks and shit, and just put a pile of just explosive shit at the bottom of the street and just light it on fire.
It's hard to believe this is happening in Scarborough, you know.
And we're always
this
shocked.
Sounds like some country stuff.
We're always shocked to to this day that no one's ever called the cops on us, because we would do it at the bottom of the street, and it'd be like, and like fucking.
Right, so you're just blowing up things in his house?
No, in his backyard. Not his backyard. At the bottom
his house,
of the street.
like things from his house.
No, we buy stuff too and bring stuff from home.
Oh, I'm like, you just basically robbed his parents to blow up their stuff.
yeah.
That's crazy, because in grade 9, when I went to high school, obviously, the things that kids were telling me that they were doing, I was like, why would you do that? Like, some kid was like, oh, I forget what it's called, but he's like, oh, we're going to pretty much take poo in a bag, light it on fire, ring someone's doorbell, and so they're going to have to step on it to put out the fire, but now they're going to step in fiery shit.
Warm shit.
And they were just laughing, and I'm like,
They actually did that.
I knew people that did
I've only seen stuff like that in movies.
I've known people that did that.
I don't understand.
What is it called? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I had friends that like egged their teacher's house and shit.
See, that stuff is
That's
crazy
horrible. Or, like,
and the thing is, this teacher lives on their street.
I've never TP'd.
They did that too. They TP'd an egg. Middle of the day.
TP'd an egg?
Middle of the day, like 4:00.
First of all, you're supposed to do that at night.
I know, but they didn't give a fuck, man.
No, the closest I've come is like doing that to like my boss, like a car or like a.
It was like a prank, like, hey guys, let's
TP it's called a Louisiana Hot Pocket, a poop sack.
A Louisiana
dine and
Hot
ditch.
Pocket?
What? Dine and ditch?
Yeah, who's dining?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, with my boss, myself and a couple other people, we put Post-it notes all over his car.
Oh, no.
And then we also like took like rope and twine and like went back and forth between a tree and his car. Mm. And then
he was like, you guys.
Yeah, he's like, ha ha ha, you're cleaning it up.
You want your job?
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was my camp job, so it was like, camp prank, so it was different. And then we also like TP'd another unit's like rec hall, and like we did the thing where you put like cups of water down, so like you can't step without knocking over one, and it like dominoes effect. And we had to clean that one up too.
So it wasn't really much of a prank.
Well, I conveniently was using the bathroom when they were cleaning
so
that.
You guys all just pretty much fucked yourselves.
Yeah. It was fun though. It was a bonding experience.
One of the years that I was at Pope, I'm pretty sure the last day of school. Yeah, the last day of school, they're like, okay, we're gonna take all our papers and just throw it in the air.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. And I'm like, wow.
That's so overwhelming.
Poor janitor.
They've been watching too much High School Musical.
Yeah, like, is that what they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, summer, and then they all...
Yeah! And they just leave, and the janitor's like, what the fuck?
Hey, nobody's leaving.
Where are your kids going? Get your
the
back
janitor, like, cuts the music, and is like, hey!
Clean it up!
Clean this shit up.
I'm not your dad.
Yeah, for me, the first time I skipped, I didn't want to. I was so scared. But they reassured me that all I had to do was get a late slip, and that's it. Instead of the phone calling saying that, somebody was absent, it would say you're late, and parents are like, why were you late?
Yeah.
I had to go to my locker. Some stupid excuse.
I was shitting.
So I was like, okay, cool. So
I've used that one.
I went to school.
Yeah, for you, it's believable.
I left, like, nobody saw me, but I left, and then I went where I went. But I had to be back for fourth period. So I come back, and on my way back, I see a guy get hit off his motorcycle. And the bus driver stops the bus, and he's like, did you see that? And I was like, yeah, that was crazy. And he's like, oh, do you want to stay and be a witness? And I looked at him like, sir, I need to get to school. You better drive this
man
bus.
Is dead, but I need to go to school, sir.
You better drive this bus. I saw nothing.
So basically, the guy was like, do you want to stay and be a good person?
Yeah,
and you were like, nah.
No, I can't.
Man, I gotta go to class.
I can't miss drama, man. I can't miss drama.
I gotta go. I wanted to go to Pope for all the wrong reasons.
I have a math test.
You know what? I actually didn't know anything about Pope.
Until you went there.
Yeah.
Okay, so for...
It's a Catholic school.
All of our American listeners, because that's most of them, you gotta explain what it is.
Well, everyone knows what Catholic schools are.
When you say...
Yeah, that's why I say it's a Catholic school.
You wanted to go to the Pope, they think...
Yeah, and that's why I say it's a Catholic school.
Right.
Everyone knows the reputation of Catholic schools. Whores.
All of them. Every last school.
Everyone knows that.
It's funny because going into high school, I had a lot of friends that were going to like the local Catholic school.
Oh, they were slobbing some knob.
I wanted to go too, you know, like, but like that wasn't my like feeder school, the school that like my elementary school automatically sent us to. Yeah. So my mom was like, no, and she's like, you're not Catholic, you don't need to go to a Catholic school.
She wasn't saying this. She was like, I don't want you to become a whore. Okay, I just don't want you to suck dick too early, honey.
But like, I was like, I don't know. I was so sad that I couldn't go to that school. But it was like, it worked out. I guess
it worked out in the best.
My feeder school was West Hill. And my mom was like, all your friends are going there. There's not a chance you're going there. And I begged and pleaded. And she's like, do you think I'm an idiot? You think I don't know what's going to happen if you go to a school all your friends go to? So I had a map of all the high schools in Scarborough.
Why?
I don't know why. Our school gave it to us. So I put it on the wall. And I closed my eyes and I just put my finger around, and wherever my finger landed, that's where I would go to.
Pope. Yeah,
and it was Pope. So I went there.
That's actually how you decided?
Mm-hmm. And my first day of school was, I wouldn't say the worst day, but it was the worst day ever. Because I go to school, I'm reading the schedule, no idea what any of this shit means. No idea. So it turns out there was one girl I did not talk to from my elementary school that also went to Pope. So she sees me and she's like, Deswayne? And I'm like, hey, Jessica. And she's like, oh, where's your class? I'm like, I don't know. So she brought me to all my classes, all 4 periods. She showed me where they were. And I was like, okay, cool. I go to my first period, which was math, and I'm sitting there. This girl walks in. She looks at this black girl. Ugh, black girls. She walks in, and she's like, ew.
Is that a good ugh?
No, that was a bad.
And that's clearly bad. Come on.
I like them. The first impressions, no, I love them, but the first impression they gave me, I didn't like at all. She walks in the classroom, and it's me and the teacher, and she looks at me, and she's like, she looks at me up and down. She's like, ugh, walks back out the classroom. And I'm like, okay. So class gets full, whatever. Math was sucky. I didn't talk to nobody. Everybody knew each other because they...
You had to take religion too, right?
Yeah. So then the second period, I go to second period. A different girl walks in. She looks at me and she kisses her teeth and walks out. So now I think there's something wrong with me. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong with me.
Why are all these whores yelling at me?
She walks over to me and she's like, what grade are you in? And I'm like, grade 9. She's like, are you sure? And I just looked at her like, yeah. She said, you don't look like you're in grade 9. Okay, but I'm in grade 9. You look like you should be in grade 12. Okay, but I'm in grade 9. And then she sat on the opposite side of the class. And everybody who came in, like, they would look in my direction and then sit on the opposite side until somebody forcefully had to sit beside me. So that class was garbage. Well, not right away. Like, it was garbage right away. And then I had English, which was a whole bunch of... In high school, I didn't like the basketball players because they have this cocky attitude. Yeah. So 95% of them were in my English class. And they sat behind me and all I hear is bare nonsense behind me. So I hated that class. And then fourth period was science. And obviously I'm the first person in class again. One of the girls from the previous period walks in, sees me. Ew, you're in this class too, and walks back out.
What?
Never said a word to her. But keep in mind, all 3 women who had said these things to me or acted this way all end up being like close friends. Yeah.
So they're just weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
It's weird. I've had that similar thing too, where a girl just says "ew" to me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what did I do to you? I don't know. What did I do to you? I'm just sitting here.
Don't put your past on me, you stummy. Like fuck. Don't just say "ew" to me.
I've never done that to someone.
Yeah, because you're not fucking retarded.
I mean.
You're not super insecure. That's why. There you go.
I think that was supposed to be somewhat of a compliment.
Yeah, no, it was. It was a good one.
We're not supposed to use that word, you know.
Yeah, that's why he took it back.
I didn't take it back. I take nothing back. Every word I say in here, I mean it. But the way I say it is to cause laughter, not pain.
I was on Twitter last weekend, and I saw that Annabelle was trending. So, like, I assumed that it was, like, another movie or whatever, because, you know.
Have you watched the movies?
Yeah. I don't think they're that good.
Are you crazy? I was in the movie theater. I was ready to die.
Okay, but that's you because you're...
Did you see the scene with the well? Why are you going to the well? I don't understand. Oh, my God.
Wait, have you heard of what I'm about to talk about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just remembering the movie and I'm panicking.
So you're gonna hate it. Yeah, Hugh knows because I told him. But yeah, so I assume that like they're coming up with another movie because you know The Conjuring, The Nun, Annabelle series, they're all connected and
so it's the same people, right?
Well, it's all the same story, but it's just different time periods of the story
of when it happened,
right? But it turns out that it wasn't another movie that it was trending about. Turns out Annabelle, the possessed doll, the real one, because it is based off of true events.
Huh? Oh my god.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, so apparently the real Annabelle doll has apparently escaped.
Escaped what? Listen, stop.
Escaped the occult museum where it was kept last Friday, August 14th, 2020 at 3 a.m.
Oh, escape at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
That's witching hour.
That's the witching hour. So that's the hour of the day when evil shit happens.
Yeah, that's witching hour.
I can't even look at you right now. Yeah, but hold on. Since then, they have said that the doll didn't actually escape. Oh. They claim that this museum, like it was like a residence turned into a museum type of thing. But they said that like the doll didn't escape because our doors have been closed since 2017. But like in my opinion, I'm like,
so where's the doll?
I'm like, that's not a reason why the doll couldn't escape. The doll could escape even if your doors are closed to the public. Oh, so they have the doll still, or is it gone? They just said that the doll didn't escape. We've been closed since 2017.
Oh, they're just saying that.
I think that means nobody stole the doll. That doesn't mean the doll.
They're just saying that to make you feel better.
I don't feel better. I don't.
Because like
government does that shit all the time.
Because like they're not gonna like admit that they've accidentally unleashed an evil entity onto world, especially in 2020. Like they're not gonna admit that. So I don't know, because it makes no sense. Where would that random rumor come from that all of a sudden Annabelle...
Where is this located? Where's this museum?
In Connecticut. Of course like the haunting in Connecticut. Yeah. Connecticut has evil shit going
on
all the time.
The South is just haunted.
But you know, that's not that far from where we are. I'm just saying.
Not, that's Midwest, right?
No, it's like...
It's Connecticut, Midwest?
How far of a drive is Connecticut?
I think Connecticut's Midwest.
You guys, I'm stressed. You don't understand.
Yeah, Des is just like...
So she's probably panicking she's making her way somewhere. She's going somewhere. She's walking.
Making my way down.
She's like fucking. It's like Toy Story. She's just jumping on vehicles and shit, just hanging.
Maybe she was like, "Yo, this coronavirus shit's not gonna get me.
I'm gonna get these motherfuckers."
Connecticut is an 8-hour drive from us.
Oh, it's that close.
That's what I told you. Yeah.
Oh, so that's like the northwest, northeast. I mean, that's like
New York. I'm saying. Connecticut's not far. It's like driving to New York.
Damn, that doll's not that far away from here, right? Come on.
Because we're in Toronto. It's like.
Right, she make her way first to.
I mean, and she doesn't even need her paper. She just got to hitch a ride in someone's car.
Actually, the borders are closed, so thank God.
Oh shit! For now, until what? September 21st?
Yeah, no, September 21st. They're gonna relook at it and still say
probably close it. They're like, let's just do another month.
Listen, I say just extend it to the end of the year and be done with it.
No, that's their plan, and into next year. They don't think this whole thing's gonna be over until 2022. Yeah. Just so you guys know, I am afraid of anything that has to do with demons, ghosts, and if it has a clown, do not.
Oh, I don't fuck with clowns. I do not fuck with clowns.
No. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when I ran away from you guys at Wonderland?
Do you remember? We were both scared of the clowns, and I'm like, at least I got someone with me, and I look to my side for some sort of comfort, protection. You're gone.
So we went to Wonderland.
The clowns are closing in on me,
and
which is an amusement park in the Greater Toronto area.
You guys have Six Flags and all these good stuff, and we have Wonderland. Yeah,
we steal our rides from Six Flags.
We do. Yeah.
I've been to Six Flags. I'm like, wait a second.
I've been to Six Flags once, but I was like a child, so I don't remember.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
I went to one in New Jersey.
Yeah, so we're at this amusement park, and there's a section of clowns, which I didn't know that. So we're going to this section, and I start seeing one clown, two clowns. So now I'm not comfortable anymore. So
like you were comfortable. You were not comfortable before.
There's a clown, and it is staring at me. So I stop walking, and I'm staring at it because I don't know what to do. And there was another female clown on rollerblades. A woman clown? Lady clown? What do you want me to call her? You don't like the word female.
It's a clown. Fuck them. It's a female.
Wow. So you're just fucking biased there. You're just choosing certain women?
Evil clown? Yeah.
She's not evil. She's a fucking actor.
No, she is evil. So he whispers to her. I don't know what he says, but I see her take one skate forward. Gone. I am out of there. And all I hear is, Des, come back. No. For what?
Was that the year when Lee and
we all went.
That was the year that Lee, my friend Leandra, and I hope you're listening to this girl because she goes to the same I don't think it was the one on rollerblades. It might have been a different one, but it was a creepy female clown. And she's like, because the girl, she came up to me and she was like, "What's your name? I want to be your friend." And I'm like this. I'm like, no. And she goes and she was like, "Oh, her name is Jonel Wilson. She lives at da 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 da." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then she's like, "Jonel," and I was like, "This is where I die," because what type of friend does that?
Yeah, that stuff doesn't affect me, man.
When you have a genuine fear, like, listen, the whole park, like, I was scared. I get jump scared easily. That's fine. But the clowns.
No, there was another one where the guy knew your name, and you're like, how did he? Oh, maybe that was just me and you that went then. Because there's one time we were in a maze, and I had told the guy your name.
You did?
But it wasn't a clown, though, because I would never speak to a clown in my life unless I'm talking to the mirror.
Damn, you just roast yourself?
Yeah. Because sometimes you do stupid things and you have to understand you're a clown. Like the other day that I did something so dumb, and I'm like, I'm obviously an idiot. Like,
Dad, I would never speak to a clown unless I looked in the mirror.
Yeah, and he was trying to scare me and it wasn't working. And he was trying to scare you and it wasn't working. And he looks at me and I'm like, her name is Jonel.
Did you just have to
No, I didn't think about your name. I thought about if you say your name on the podcast. I'm like, obviously you say your name. Yeah. I don't know why I thought about it. That's why I paused. I'm like, her name is Jonel. And he's like, Jonel. But he kept saying Janelle. And you're like, how did he know my name? And you were freaking out, and it was great. It was great.
Yeah. I also have a memory where I was also with the same friend Lee. This time she came in clutch, and it was like we were in like a corn maze, and they had like the people that were like scarecrows and like the chainsaws and everything. So we're in the middle, and like you're with the group, and they kind of like break off a little bit because I'm scared, so I'm walking kind of slow because I'm trying not to like be jump scared with anything ahead of me. But then I see something coming from behind me, so I'm like now looking behind. And then I turn to go forward and something's coming from in front of me. So now I'm stuck in the corner in between two hay bales and two like things closing in. And there's a next one coming. So 3 of them are coming towards me. And I just stand there and I literally like a child just close my eyes and I cover my head. And then I feel someone pulling on my hand and I'm like, not today, Satan. and then I hear the voice and Leanne just like, Joe, it's me. And when I tell you, like, my body just like relaxed and I just ran, like my eyes closed and just held, and she just held me and ran until we got out. And I'm like, oh my god, if you left me, I would have passed away.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Like I would have passed away. But then you and I went, Hugh, and Hugh-Gene was like, this is it.
When did you guys go?
Like 2 years ago.
This stuff doesn't work on me.
That might have. Did they have like a pitch black maze?
I can't remember. I don't know if we even went through all of them.
Because there's one where me and my friend Laura went, and it was a pitch black maze, and everything was fine up until the group in front of us was no longer in reaching distance.
Right, when they're close, it's like
it's fine, yeah, because they're gonna die first.
People, yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
So
it's more
there was
scary
a section
when there's no one
where
around.
they separated us in the dark and was like, "Hold on," and we're like, "Hold on for what?" And they're like, "Okay, go." And I'm like, "No, hold on for what?" And I refuse to move, and like people are coming behind us, kind of pushing us. Terrified.
Yeah, I wish that stuff worked on me.
Yeah, no, it's
be like oh god.
Joe, do you remember the first time I met you, or we went to the movies?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, we'll tell that story. So when Des and I met, we met through a mutual friend, but like we met like online, like we were like Facebook friends for a while, and blah blah blah, and like we lost contact, met back up again. Sorry, no, recontacted. I don't know how it was. Did like one of us message each other on Facebook or something?
Somebody's birthday or something, yeah.
Something like that. But it was when the first it was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity movie came out. So we're like, okay, like let's go to the movies.
I had no idea what this movie's about because I didn't watch TV like that. So
it was the first one. Everyone was shook.
I didn't watch the commercial. I didn't know
But
nothing.
the thing is, Hugh's the type of person you don't care about like scary movies. Like they hardly get you because you think that they're predictable.
Because used to be just religious ones, but now in general they're all so predictable now. I can normally will be like, hey, this is gonna happen. But that's what happened. But it's also a defense mechanism too.
When the first Paranormal Activity movie came out, there hadn't been a lot like that in the style of like you're looking through a camcorder, you're watching films like.
No, Blair Witch Project.
No, I said there haven't been much.
Blair Witch Project got me.
I didn't watch that.
That one will get you.
I will not watch that.
They act like it's real, and a lot of people thought it was real for years, and then they're like, no, it's not real, guys.
Well, when I was doing a road trip coming back from New York, my friends and I stopped in Blairstown, New Jersey, pitch black, and there was a suicide bridge, and we were like,
no, thank you.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean? What's a suicide bridge?
Where people jump.
Go to kill themselves.
That's not every bridge?
No.
No, but like this one was known
to make sure you're dead,
and it was called Blairstown. Sorry if you live in Blairstown, New Jersey, but like move.
Nah, man, they like that town. They're like that keeps people away.
No,
people that town's really awesome, pretty fucking awesome. So then, it's the people that live there is a little secret.
No, it was 2 cars, and like the car in front. We were in the car following, and
were
the
you
car.
driving at night?
Yeah, it was night, and we were coming back from New York, but then we stopped for dinner in New Jersey at the Cheesecake Factory.
That's dinner. That's not dinner.
It's not just cheesecake,
It's not?
No, they have food.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never been there, that's why.
They have huge portions of food. What do you...
Oh.
He's like, that's not dinner.
No, because I only...
Oh, here's cheesecake.
No, because my brother would always go and have cheesecake, and then I'm not supposed to eat it, but I would eat it.
Yeah, because you're lactose?
No, I'd eat it because I'm a fucking...
Yeah, he's not supposed to eat it.
Oh, because it's not yours.
It's not mine, yeah. No, just eat it and like act like
no.
taking little thin pieces, but he notices.
No, so we were... you take 10 thin pieces, it's a whole slice.
Like, who ate my cake? It's like me.
But no, so the car in front, they just, like, we're following them through, like, literally through the town, and then they pull over, and then they stop.
Yeah, because probably...
I am out of there.
Because they're probably like, oh, God, who is this person? We got to scare them.
No. They wanted... The person driving was tired, so they wanted to switch. But when I tell you no street lights... Tired. Nothing.
They're regular.
And then so I'm the one driving, and I stop behind them, and I'm like, guys, lock the doors, because like it's fucking Blair's town.
Why did you stop?
Because we were following them back until the highway.
Nah, man.
And they all got out, and I was like, yo, I swear if I see like a black shadow like run, I'm zooming off. And sorry if I hit one of you, but like
I guarantee you that town's dope as hell, but they continue that rumor just to make people not move there.
No, I don't think that's where Blair Witch Project was filmed. It's just the name.
But they know that. But I feel like the town people, people know about.
Whoever founded that town, their name was probably Blair. And
when the movie came out, they probably were like, and then being Blair, that people got scared, and they're probably like, yo, let's make this sound dope.
Are you crazy? If there's a movie called Haunting in Toronto, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I am gone. I don't care where. Gone.
Haunting in Toronto. It doesn't have like yeah, that's literally what the haunting would be.
You're sitting in your room and you just hear I'm out of there.
That sound literally it makes something inside of me just filled with like rage. You know, you just get hot and you're just okay. But yeah, so Des, finish the story about
where did it happen to the threesome?
So anyways, so we
he purposely
I purposely skipped that.
You don't want to talk about it. It's okay.
Another day, another time.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I get there first, and I'm sitting there waiting for her.
He was like, damn, I wanted to get
no, I just like, where did that go?
I jumped that. I skipped that story. I was like, yeah, I skipped. The guy got hit by the bus.
Yeah, he threw us off with the bus.
Yeah. That's what I usually do. So I'm sitting there waiting for Joe, and she comes, and we get the ticket, we sit down, we're watching the movie. The first scary thing to happen.
First of all, hold on. We were sitting like, he's at the aisle and I'm like one in. So like
yeah. I like to sit at the end, and
for
we're
a quick
like
escape.
We're in the middle, so and there's fairly enough people in there. It's not empty.
It's not full, but it's fairly dark.
Yeah. So we're watching the movie, and I'm freaking out the whole time, and I'm just like, Joe, and she's like, shut up,
because he's loud. You know, black people in the movie theater, you're just like,
this is getting very racial. We've heard two insulting
but he said
black
he
things.
just
100%. That's me. I can't, especially a scary movie. I cannot help but talk my
shit. You like the scary movie chick?
So yeah.
Oh, this is scary.
I'm getting scared, and she keeps telling me to shut up. So there's one part.
No, hold on, because Hugh, he's literally like, oh my god, like out loud.
I'm like, why are you walking? Why are you walking?
Joe, why is he going there?
Joe, I'm like, covering my eyes, and this is the first time we're meeting in person. So I can tell she's embarrassed, but I don't care at this point because I am scared for my life. So there's one part where the wife is standing. No, she's laying on the bed, and something pulls the blanket off, and then just quickly drags her into the attic. I run down the stairs, and I am out of the theater, and I'm screaming, and I'm like, let's go. And she's like, oh my God, you're so embarrassing. And people in the theater are laughing. I'm like, did you see that? Did you see that shit? No.
Please understand, I'm meeting this person for the first time. First of all, when I met him at the mall, he wasn't saying anything. Nothing. He was just staring. He was just like,
I just woke up. I've been there since after school. We weren't meeting up until like 6, but it's one of those, if you go home, you're not allowed to leave. So school finished at 2:35. I've been there since 3.
But I'm just like, yo, this guy seems so cool. Like on Facebook, like we were friends. Like I considered him a friend by the time we actually met in person, because like we lived in different areas.
Year
and like
later.
Yeah, like we'd known each other for a long time. So it was like, okay, yeah, let's go to the movies. And I'm just like, who the
yeah, no, I was freaking out.
It was so weird. And then you go from being so quiet to not shutting up in the movie, and then you get up and run. You're running down the stairs.
Sprint.
Who does that?
I was terrified. I'm afraid of like anything scary. I'm afraid of.
And then you're literally telling me to come with you. And I'm like, no. I'm like, sit down and shut up.
And it's crazy because on the way home, like, we ended up taking the bus part way together. And I can see, like, she was like, I'm never seeing this guy again. Like, he's the worst. So she gets off the bus.
Still are, for the record.
Where I have to get off, I have to walk through, like, a forest pathway area. I sprinted for everything inside of me through that. And that night, I'm laying down in my bed, and I'm facing the wall. But something says, turn around. I turn around, and my baby brother, who's maybe like 5, is standing there, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, what are you doing? And now I'm like in the corner of my bed in the wall, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, I have to pee. And I'm like, so go pee. And I was like, to this day, that still freaks me out. Like, all those demon things, I believe in that, and I can't. My heart can't take
Poor
those things.
Poor child just had to go potty. And
why are you in my room? We don't share a room. Go to the bathroom.
Did he... 5 years old, they might need help.
No, he did not need it. When I said go to the bathroom, he's just like, okay. Terrifying.
You know, they say kids and old people can get possessed really easily.
Yeah, man, I know.
And the worst part is that I've watched all the Paranormal Activities, and I felt the same way. Annabelle, oh my! I went with this girl from work, Ravina, and she said she'll never go to movies with me again. Because nobody in the theater was scared except for me. I am screaming.
You're the type of person, like, you're good to go to comedy with, you know, ha ha ha, so funny, but, like, not a serious movie where you need to be quiet.
I remember me and my friends went to see Final Destination, and I think it was 4, and, like, there's all this shit happening in the movie that should be scaring people, like, oh, ha, oh, and whatever, right? And then the one part that scares my friends when the black guy comes out, he just, pops out, she's like, ah! And we're all just like, wow. Really, yeah. We're like, we know how you feel. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Just the black guy opens the door. I was like, hello. And just screams.
I don't recall. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've seen all of the Final Destination movies. Not because it was scary, but like, no, they're scary in the way of it's like, it's things that could happen to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to watch it because I don't know.
What if this happens to me and I don't want it?
That's what goes through my head every time I'm on a roller coaster.
Yeah, like, when I go down, I'm like, oh, well,
Final
here's the end. Here's my death.
Yeah.
Goodbye, world. Well, guys, I think we've been doing this long enough now. It's been about an hour and 6 minutes. So I think it's time for us to come to a close. I think this went well.
Goodbye. Good friends, goodbye. Do you know that song?
Yes,
Bear in the Big Blue House. Yeah.
Hugh-Gene had no idea.
No, I didn't know. I was
like, it sounds familiar.
I know.
I don't know the words.
I was like, I'm just going to sing along and fake it till you make it.
I tried. But you can find us at thisroom.com for blogs and shit. You can go on Twitter at thisroom, and Instagram's the same thing. Where can they find you, Miss Joe?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Jonel Wilson. That's JONELWILSON.
And where can they find you, Des?
You can find me on Instagram at DEZZIED18. Oh, I almost said at hotmail.com. It almost slipped.
You can find me at HUGHGNEB on Instagram. And, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you next Tuesday.